Tuesday, October 11th, 2016. Maneco 64, home of alternative economics and contrarian views. Bitcoin this morning making a move. We've broken through the high from the beginning of September. September 8th, it was around 625. Bitcoin right now on CoinDesk is at $632.40, up 2.43%. So it looks like the doldrums of the last month, have been overcome, kind of. So as you can see by the chart here, we've broken through the September 8th high. If we can stay above the 625 level, which was the high on September 8th, I think we could start seeing Bitcoin move up quite swiftly. The next resistance area will be a little bit around 660, but I would say the ultimate target is that July high there, around 688, 690 in dollars, of course. So Bitcoin making a good move this morning. The other markets, we've seen movement in the currencies again this morning. The pound traded lower again this morning, down to 122.76 against the dollar. Now we're at 122.98. So it's down 64 pips or 0.5%. Euro is 111.15, down 0.25% roughly. Gold and silver are still being manipulated by the Bank of England and the BIS. And why do I say that? Well, because it is quite obvious that to me, who's watched gold and silver over about 15 years, the same modus operandi every morning in London, around 8:30, 9 o'clock when London starts to come in, we see gold being capped. Again, around 1 o'clock London time or 8 a.m. New York, 8:20 when COMEX open, same thing happens, gold comes off. And but we don't have the mainstream media, Bloomberg, CNBC. They're not really media, they're not really journalists. They're bought and paid for by the establishment. And why am I having this rant? Well, because there's a story on Zero Hedge today, and it says leaked emails expose tight link between CNBC and Clinton campaign. So there you have it. Why doesn't Bloomberg investigate the BIS? Why don't they call the Bank of England and investigate them and say, what kind of activity in the precious metals do you engage in with the BIS, seeing that you were one of their biggest clients? They'll never do that. I used to speak to the reporters at Bloomberg when I worked in the city about the precious metals, and I used to tell them what I knew, about GATA, how they've been, investigating and trying to uncover the manipulation, but they didn't want to know. So, yeah. If you really want to know what's going on, you won't find out on Bloomberg and CNBC. Yeah, of course, they'll tell you where the markets are and stuff, but they won't dig into the subjects that are really interesting and that need to be exposed. Central banks, manipulating markets, and they're continuing to do it. So right now, silver is at 12.57. We were at 1260 about an hour ago, so drifting off, and so we'll have to wait and see here. Shanghai has come back, but it looks like London and New York, LBMA, the central banks are still, busy manipulating the price lower. In terms of pounds, though, gold was up around 1,026 earlier today, so we were up about 1% on the week. We're now at 1,022.35, so still protecting UK investors, precious metals. It's just that it's frustrating knowing that central banks manipulate the price of gold, especially the Western central banks. Paul Volcker, ex-member, ex-governor of the Federal Reserve, once said that gold is the enemy of central banks. So if you don't think they manipulate the price of gold, Mr. Moriarty from 321.com, who says that people who think the price of gold is manipulated or wear tinfoil hats, you can keep saying that, but you're wrong. You the other day looked at the price of gold and said that the moon phases were affecting the price of gold. So a guy who says that moon phases affects the price of gold, Bob Moriarty of 321gold.com, that's his website. It's a website that I've, visited for years. But, he's saying that central banks don't manipulate the price of gold. But at the same time, he says that the moon phases impact the price of gold. It seems a little bit strange to me. But anyway, Bitcoin doing well today. It looks like we're breaking out. Gold, silver, and the stock market pretty steady. If anything, the currencies are still moving lower against the dollar, especially the British pound. So if you enjoy my videos, please like, share them, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And if you'd like to donate, if you think I add value, there are links below in the description for donations. Thanks for watching. Bye.